Is at small forward with Zion at power forward. Eric Bledsoe is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Adams in at the center position. And for the Pacers, Brogdon at point with Lamb next to him. That's the backcourt. Sabonis and Turner are the 4 and the 5. And it's Holiday in at the 3. Jeremy Lamb playing now after that tough injury. Slowly but surely, Lamb has improved his game, Bill.
Yeah, you know, there was a stretch in his career where it just seemed like he was going to be one of the dudes from the Harden trade, the second of the 2010s. And, you know, gradually morphed his game into becoming a valuable two-guard. And maybe not quite good enough to be a 35 minutes a game guy, but somebody that could absolutely be in a 9-man rotation.
Now here's Brogdon, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. Good on the bucket.
Nice to see Brogdon just step into one from the mid-range.
Ball passes to Adams. Ingram on the wing. Back to Ball. Here he goes. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Now Brogdon. He had 25 points in his last game. From 20 feet. No good off the back of the rim. And Domantas Sabonis, an all-star last season. But, Bill, do you see Sabonis being a...
I don't know about perennial, but I see him getting in there a couple times. I was so blown away by him last year. I thought he was just fantastic. And, you know, what I thought he was, especially what we saw in OKC when he was really marginalized in so many different ways, and you just think he's like somebody who sets a pick, rolls to the basket, that's it. He was somebody who was initiating offense for them. He was somebody that could actually create shots for other guys. He was not only the roller on a pick and roll, but sometimes he was the guy with the ball on a pick and roll and can post up, great hands, unbelievable around the rim, tip-ins, really smart, and I thought he was a revelation last season.
Perfect example of a guy, when you have great development, turns into confidence, an organization that believes in him. What a player of his skill set can turn into.
And great genes. Like his dad, Arvydas, you know, it's basically the legacy for passive centers is Bill Russell, who never got credit for his passing, he should. And then Bill Walton, and then Sabonis, and then Jokic. And that's like Mount Passmore for centers, those 4. So he's got that DNA in him.
Well, Bill, this Pacers team changing coaches in the offseason felt like they needed to shake things up a little to reach the next level. What do you think about that?
I was surprised because, you know, usually I support coach changes. I always think coaches maybe burn out 3-4 years in for most teams unless it's somebody who's truly great. But in this case, you know, Sabonis was unbelievable for them this season. I thought he was one of the best 20 players in the league last season. And they lose him for the bubble playoffs. They also had Oladipo coming back from injury, and he was not the same guy that he was 2 years ago, I didn't think. So they felt like an unfinished version of whatever the best version of that team is. And I would not have changed coaches. I would have rather seen what everybody looked like when they were healthy before you made that move. But obviously, I felt like they panicked a little bit.
And what we found out, the team they played, the Miami Heat, way better equipped to make a run in the bubble postseason.
You know, that's a great point, because I think people miss that sometimes in the moment where you get upset, you lose the series, and then it turns out like Miami's really, really good. Miami was one of the best 4 teams. So I don't think there was any shame in getting swept by a Miami team that was just deeper and better than them.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Pass to Turner. Here's McDermott, covered by Williamson. Fires the 3. A nice shot by McDermott.
Now that's McDermott territory. You might as well stake a claim out there. Shoots a high clip from downtown.
Here's Adams. Outside Ingram. Picked by Williamson. Ingram into the lane. That one goes in. Ingram's got his second bucket of the night.
Like to see that as Ingram hits a shot from the mid-range. It's going to open some things up.
51 seconds left to play in the first. Good on the shot.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Ball. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, and how about Ball just working his way right through the contact that time?
McConnell with it. 9 points in his last outing. Here's Sabonis. Lays it up and banks it in. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Ingram with the ball. Turner covering. And that one drops for him. Ingram's got 6.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Pass to Holiday. 4-3. The shot, no good. And it goes!
They got that one.
He gets it! Wow!
That's before the buzzer right there.
Oh, taking this arena's breath away. That's a crazy shot at the buzzer. Oh, my.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Pelicans on top. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what's your take on the Pelicans so far?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Brogdon at point with Lamb next to him. That's the backcourt. Then there's Justin Holiday. Then there's Miles Turner. And it's Sampson in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Bledsoe. Not enough on that one as it misses. Indiana trailing here. All right, Bill, of the guys you thought would become a superstar, who comes to mind that hasn't quite gotten there yet?
Towns, Karl Anthony Towns. I think he has everything you'd want as the stretch 5, somebody that can post up, hit threes, defend the rim. You know, there's only a handful of guys like that in the league, if half a handful. And I don't feel like there's any excuse for him not to be on perennial playoff teams he brings to the table. So if it's not happening, that's his fault, and that's it.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Outside Brogdon. Back to Turner. Outside Brogdon. Blocked! And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Bledsoe outside. To the middle. Here's Hart. Holiday grabs the miss.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Brogdon finds Lamb. Knocks it loose. Pass to Turner. Over Hayes. Turner, no good. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And the 2K Esports League continues to grow, Bill. Some of the players making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
And you have a generation of kids who idolize these players. You know, and I look at like my son's generation. My son has a friend named Blake who really wants to love that there's an upside for playing video games. Because, trust me, in the 1980s and 90s when I was growing up, and I was in college, there was no upside other than trash talking your friends. And now there's actual real financial upside.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Down low. Can they get it? Shot is good. Sampson.
That's a good pass there. Brogdon sees the passing lane and then finds a way to get it to his teammate.
And a new group getting ready for the Pelicans. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Malcolm Brogdon.
And his scoring numbers have been moving in the right direction these past few years. He's continued to get better at adjusting to what...
Now here's Redick. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
I just love the ball movement.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. New Orleans in the lead. Ball right side. Pass to Williamson. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Picked by Williamson. Ball into the lane. And that one's good. Ball's got his second basket of the game.
Great read, great vision, great awareness from Lonzo Ball.
And thanks to our special guest, Bill Simmons, breaking it down for us as always.
And I love being called a special guest. When I was growing up in the 70s, Love Boat, Fantasy Island, they would always have special guests. It felt important, so I feel important right now, Brian.
You know what happened to the guests at Fantasy Island?
Yeah, well, sometimes they never came back.
Well, you can sense Bill's passion for the game. We could have talked all day.
Well, Kevin, I'm surprised that you didn't. Thank goodness Bill had a taxi waiting. Otherwise, you would have.
And of course, we talk about Williamson's rare physical traits. But you look at his skill set, the ball handling, the passing, the court vision. He is oozing with talent. He is so advanced for his position at his age.
Now here's McConnell. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Outside Holiday. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
You know, it appears they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Here's New Orleans. They're on a 15-4 run. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to ball. Inside. Here's Adams. It's rebounded by Sabonis. The Pacers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Back to McConnell. To the paint. Sabonis can't hit. And so that's the end of the first half. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 12. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. What a start it was for Brandon Ingram. He had 9 points and 1 rebound. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
You have to love how they're using their heads tonight. Good ball movement, smart shots. Look, it's been a disciplined performance. The coaching staff has to be thrilled.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
Well, they wouldn't have been in his biggest hole if they rebounded better. They've got out-hustled, down low, and it cost them some points. They'll be talking about that in the locker room for sure. They know they need to improve on the glass.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, without question, Brandon Ingram displaying his skills today.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So the Pelicans 5 right now. 2 terrific former Blue Devils. Ingram is the 3 and Zion in at the 4. Lonzo Ball is out there with Eric Bledsoe. And it's Adams in at the 5. Here's Brogdon. After the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. Lamb against Bledsoe. Yep, that one's good. Lamb's got his first points of the game. And Grant, since the conclusion of your playing career, you've spent the better part of a decade covering the game on television. So what's been your favorite part of that aspect of your career?
You know, B.A., it's been incredible. I mean, I've enjoyed every aspect of covering games. And I think for me, it's being so close to the action, getting a chance to almost get lost in the game, feeling like you're in the game as we get a chance to watch these amazing athletes go up and down the court. It's the closest thing to actually playing, being right here next to you, calling the games.
And great makeup, too, Grant.
Always.
Now, here's Bledsoe. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game.
Yeah, he's too good athletically. If Zion gets that close, that is big trouble.
So it's the Pacers now, following the score by New Orleans. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Right wing. Williamson outside. Pass to Ingram for 3. They get it back. Adams, shot's good. Adams has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Brogdon from outside. Again, Brogdon missing.
Well, his shots aren't dropping. They haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Elam ending is a new concept that the NBA has tried out. Down the stretch, you turn off the clock and you play to a target score, much like a pickup game at the park. Chris Paul was the one who actually suggested trying it out in last year's All-Star game, and it was a rousing success. So we'll see how far it goes.
Great idea. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Here's Lamb, following the score by New Orleans. Pass to Brogdon. Shoots over Bledsoe. Brogdon with a bucket. Brogdon's got 5 points now this quarter.
Brogdon going up with a purpose now here on the interior.
Bledsoe outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. The first free throw is good.
He's just such a bulldog out there in terms of his mentality. Eric Bledsoe can get assertive, and when he does that, it raises the level of play for the entire team.
The Pacers making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Indiana's gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Lamb sinks the tray. Lamb's got 5.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Pass to Melly. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. They set the pick. Ingram into the lane. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
And this is where that length shows off on particular plays like that. Still able to score. Felt like last season was potential realized for Brandon Ingram as all the numbers up for him statistically. There's so many other intangibles, I think, that started to show flashes of where BI can impact the basketball game in the NBA.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with.
In that, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. No good on the shot. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Outside Ingram. Here's Melly. Up and in on the layup. Melly's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. Boy, he emerged as a tremendous leader last year. Ingram could be counted on to make a play when the team really needed it.
Really embracing the moment and coming up with timely plays for his basketball team. And that wasn't just scoring. Brandon's got a tremendous court sense and can make plays. And this is the kind of it factor that people saw when he was drafted number 2.
Just 2 to shoot. The Pacers again can't hit.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Pass to Hart. From downtown. That shot off. The Pacers have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Now here's Lamb. Brogdon with the ball. He's covered by Bledsoe. Now here's Brogdon. Into the lane. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Pelicans on top, leading by 17. Our side for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got T.J. McConnell, McDermott out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Aaron Holiday, and it's Holiday in at the 3. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Now here's Sabonis. Over Adams. Sabonis can't hit.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Sabonis against Ball. Pass to Adams. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's McConnell. Here's McDermott. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3.
You want to pressure up on McDermott even when he doesn't have the ball. That time when he caught it, ready to shoot.
A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Redick, no good. Challenging stretch for Indiana here. Here's McConnell. Outside Holiday. Pass to McDermott. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by New Orleans. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Ball passes to Williamson. Now Ingram. He's covered by Holiday. Goes up on the wing. And it's Ingram with the basket on the assist from Williamson. And the Pelicans lead by 18. McConnell outside. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And Grant, you led the league in all-star voting as a rookie. Last year, Luka Doncic did it as a second-year player. How rare is it for a player like that early in his career to make such an immediate impact?
Without a doubt, B.A., it is incredibly rare for a player to come in and have that kind of impact. Not just in terms of their production on the floor leading their team, but also the popularity and really connecting and resonating with fans all over the world. Certainly Doncic has done that, and he's a remarkable player. The sky is the limit for him, and I know they're very excited in Dallas about what he has in front of him. I love their work on the glass. They hold a nice rebounding advantage.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And this is where Lonzo Ball gets you excited. As a teammate, he's going to get you the ball.
And the Pacers call time here.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Brandon Ingram.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
Ooh, he picked the right night to have a standout game. Looking to avoid their 3rd straight loss, he made sure they're going to leave here with a win. Now here's Lamb. Pass to Brogdon. Driving in, shoots over Ball. Indiana again missing.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
A minute 50 left in the fourth. And yep, it's good. And the Pelicans lead by 20.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Turner for three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Ball's got 4 rebounds now.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pelicans.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
So it's the Pacers now. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Pass to Lamb. You know, Grant, a few years ago, the NBA moved up the trade deadline to before All-Star Weekend. So it's had some effects. The trade deadline is earlier.
Everybody up for that one.
Goodness!
You could just feel that coming.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And it's Brogdon missing.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Williamson goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Pass to Holiday. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Sabonis. Outside Holiday, trying to get back on track. Gets the 3 to fall.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirit.